The Resident Evil games are generally regarded as a series of survival horror titles. Scarce ammo, relentless waves of undead, lots of doors, you know the score. But Resident Evil 5, released in March '09, downplayed a lot of the more traditional elements of the game in favour of a more action-oriented approach.
Starring series regular Chris Redfield as the main hero, the story revolved around a bioorganic weapon threat that you must investigate and takes place in Africa. Resi 4's over-the-shoulder perspective is back, as are the hostile locals.
The game came in for a little criticism on release, particularly the one-player mode, which is accused of being too hard, mostly because the AI co-op character Sheva Alomar burned through a lot of your ammo if you didn't ration it correctly. But she did at least provide some great lines.
Give me an egg! Give me an egg, I need an egg!
Yeah, not now, Brendan. I'm trying to record a voiceover. Some also said it was too short, although with much to unlock and many incentives to play through on the harder modes, such as better weapons and new costumes, the replay value was surprisingly high.
The game really came alive in co-op mode though. Get a mate in and play through the whole campaign together. Good teamwork was the key to beating the game, and it was amazingly good fun too, and a definite must-buy. If you haven't played it yet, make sure you bag a copy of the Gold Edition when it drops in March.
Done! I'm in a demo!
One of the most anticipated games of last year was Batman Arkham Asylum, which was finally released in August '09. It begins with Mr. Man escorting longtime nemesis the Joker to said asylum. Things very quickly go wrong as it becomes apparent that the Joker is behind an elaborate plan to trap Batman on Arkham Island with a lot of the criminals he helped put behind bars. Uh-oh! He's going to have to rely on his initiative and combat skills to get out of this one.
Boom! The Man of Bat has to rely on much more than just his fighting skills though. Although an action-adventure at heart, there are also stealth elements to the game. For one thing, Batman isn't the biggest fan of being shot at. If you're heading into a group of armoured thugs, you need to find a different approach.
Thankfully then, Batman has an array of gadgets at his command to get him off the huge Arkham Island alive. The grapple hook is with you from the start and helps you get into the hard-to-reach areas. There's also a whole array of additional tools to obtain as you play. You'll come across explosive gel early on, and this will help you get into hidden rooms and, you know, blow stuff up. Alright!
It'll last you ages too. There are secrets to find, experience points to rack up, a vast array of characters to meet, and in excess of 200 Riddler challenges to face. Wrap it all up and you've got a phenomenal game dripping with rich characters, a wonderfully dark story, amazing graphics, and a gothic adventure that just needs to be played. Meow, meow. First things first, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves looks absolutely stunning. The developers reckon it's pushing the PS3 to its absolute limit, and looking at the game's huge detailed environments, it's hard not to feel they might be talking the truth. But whilst you've clearly got one of the best looking games of all time in Uncharted 2, the thing that really adheres it to gamers worldwide is the story.
A humorous Hollywood blockbuster script crossed with some genuinely likeable characters will leave you feeling like you know them personally. Lead Nathan Drake is your typical lovable rogue, and he's joined on this adventure by his treasure hunting buddy Victor Sullivan and feisty TV presenter Elena Fisher, both from the equally playable first game. You'll also meet Chloe Fraser, an ex of Nate's. She's an interesting character as you're never really quite sure who she's working for. It helps keep you on your toes.
The globe-trotting adventure will take you from the jungles of Borneo to the streets of Nepal, from Tibetan ice caves to the lost world of Shambhala. Drake is in a race against time with villain Zoran Lazarevic to track down the fabled Chintamani stone, a mythical object with unthinkable power.
I know where the stone is. Pray that he is not bluffing.
There's a healthy mix of shooting and puzzle solving among all the adventuring, and as you progress you'll begin to earn cash from the game's built-in reward system. Earn enough and you can head over to the shop to buy rewards and perks.
Uncharted 2 is a game built around set pieces. From the opening climb up a train that's hanging over the edge of a cliff, what a way to start a game, to being in a collapsing building, traversing huge ice caverns, being chased through a Tibetan village by a tank, and the amazing train level, the game never leaves you wanting.
I sure hope you know what you're doing.
I don't have the faintest idea.
Keep it real. Keep it GameTank.